So I was just in the bedroom putting my daughter, getting her ready for bed. She's watching her video. And as I'm setting it up, she's saying very quietly, she's never heard it before. She's never heard the name. She's never heard anything.
Well, we were literally just talking about it though.
But she didn't know his name.
We were literally just talking about him.
Anyways, so she's sitting there. She's like, John. I'm like, who's John? She goes, my friend. I was like, pardon? I'm like, who's your friend? Oh, well, he's my friend. I'm like, yeah, do you guys play? She goes, well,
for the record, we have a friend that just passed away.
We have a friend that passed away. His name's John.
He literally just passed away earlier this week, so it's like really crazy that.
Yeah, and I'm like, so do you guys play? She goes, no. I'm like, does he talk to you? And she goes, yeah. She says that when I'm in trouble, he tells me I'm in trouble. I say, okay. And I said, what do you talk about? She goes, you. And then she goes, and your strings and your sweaters. I'm like, okay. Okay. So I was like, I gotta go.
That's crazy. Mm-hmm. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a Halloween tag because it is Halloween and we are sisters and we like answering questions. Okay, so these questions I found on Odyssey, ODYSSEY online.com. So number 1, what is your favorite horror or Halloween themed song? I like Thriller.
I like Thriller.
The
Monster Mash.
I don't really like the Monster Mash. I don't like the Monster Mash because when I was in like 4th or 5th grade, we were forced to dance to it.
Yeah.
And I hated the dance. It was like the worst.
Was it in French class?
No, it was with Bates. Number 2, name something you wouldn't want to run into in a dark forest or an abandoned building.
Squatters.
Another person.
Yeah.
Like another
like
person.
People who are homeless just
because they can be dangerous, as we've learned from watching Sam and Colby.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, have you ever played with a Ouija board?
No.
Not officially, but like when I was a child, my cousin made like a paper one.
Yeah, I remember that.
And she was like the only one that we hadn't even heard of a Ouija board before at that point. And we were playing with it, and she was clearly pushing the majigger because we were like, neither of us even know what we're doing. And it was moving only away from her. It wouldn't go towards her. So we realized it was her. And then we were like, well, this isn't fun anymore. So we stopped playing. Number 4, what is your favorite horror monster or villain?
Well, it's not really horror, but I like the Sanderson sisters.
Yeah, I like them too.
I like Freddy and Jason.
I like Jason. Freddy's kind of like... Number 5, the creepiest thing that's ever happened while you were alone. Well...
I told you my story about when I was over at Greg's parents' house.
If you don't know that story, then there'll be a link above. It'll be like a little tag, and you can go and watch her story because she filmed an episode of I Know What I Saw a couple months ago, and you can go see that. She's episode 3. Go watch that. The series, by the way, big special announcement. The series is coming back on
Thursday,
Halloween. So on Halloween, you guys can tune into the next episode. It's with my cousin Kat, and without giving too much away, she kind of dropped a pretty big bomb on me, and it kind of made me a little bit, yeah, like my head just kind of
her a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting. You'll have to see it. And as far as like the creepiest thing that's ever happened, when I was if I can find the video, I'll put it in. Okay, so really, I'm going to talk about really, really fast. When I was younger, and I'm talking like probably like the age of like 6 until probably the age of like 19, I thought I was going to become a famous singer. I thought that like that's where I was headed, was for music. And so I was recording a video of myself singing. Like, I think it was Imagine by John Legend. And in the video, I was watching back, you can straight up, I was home alone, like nobody else was in the house. My dog was like lying next to me. And literally, like there was this big bang coming from the other room. And even with my headphones on, I looked up and then I just went back to doing what I was doing. That's probably the scariest moment that's happened by myself. But I caught that on film, and if I can find it, I'll show it to you. But you have to promise not to judge the singing because... Okay. Number 6. If you were dared to spend the night in a haunted house, would you do it?
Yes.
Yes, I would, because
yes.
I would actually do that without being dared.
You know what? I would do it with you.
Yeah, like, I mean, I
wouldn't do it by myself.
I would, because, like, you're not supposed to do that kind of stuff alone, because, like, obviously there's a bigger, better chance of something, like, getting control or whatever, but I think that it would be a lot easier for something to show its presence to you if you're alone, because it won't feel so scared or intimidated if they feel that way. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah. I see your point there.
Yeah. Are you superstitious?
Yes.
Yes. I'm not like black cat running the other side of the road kind of suspicious.
I have a black cat and he is
I have a black cat too, so but I am like, I'm weird when it comes to like weird things. Like I mean walking under ladders,
yeah, I don't
that
like
kind of thing, like I don't really think too much about that kind of stuff. I think I just don't walk under ladders because I don't like walking under things that can collapse and kill me.
My mother-in-law actually won't, if we're walking through a parking lot, say from the grocery store, she won't step on the crack. She watches while she's walking.
See, I've never really been like that. But I am superstitious in the fact that before I go like on any long car ride or before I do anything that could potentially end badly, I will go to like Tim Hortons or like a restaurant or something and pay for the person behind me, because I feel like if you put a little bit of good into the world, a little bit of good will come back. So yeah, I mean, I am a little bit, I guess.
Kind of like a good juju or something.
Yeah. And I do believe that some items, like, I always wear the same jewelry, and that's because, like, once I've worn it for a little bit and I feel comfortable in it, I kind of look at it as, like, a luck charm. But, yeah, I don't know, anyway. Do you ever see figures in your peripheral vision?
Oh, yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I actually, yeah, like, it's strange, like, how often you have to, like, double take, you know? Yeah, often. Which urban legend scares you the most?
Is that like Bloody Mary?
Yeah.
Bloody Mary.
I don't know if there's really many more I know. Or do you prefer gore or thrillers? I'm not really like particularly.
No.
I don't really care. Like
as long as it has a good story and it carries out, that's fine.
Yeah, like I really like Wrong Turn and those kind of movies, and those are gory.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I don't really like Chainsaw Massacre,
mm-hmm.
but not because of the gore.
It's more the story.
Yeah. So like, it
if the story's right, I'll watch it.
Yeah,
I like it.
Exactly. Do you believe in multiple dimensions or worlds?
Yeah, I do. I believe that. I mean, some people who haven't, say, if you haven't made it to where you're supposed to be at the end of your journey, you're in limbo. You're in some other dimension. You're somewhere else.
But yet you can also still be here.
But you can still be here. You can slip between things. Like there's a hole somewhere.
I believe in it. I just don't understand it.
I don't understand it fully.
Yeah, like that's the thing, is like I don't understand the difference between like life, death, and like dimensions. Like I don't understand that. You can be in life, you can be in death, you can be somewhere in the middle. But I don't really know the depths of that.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever made a potion of any sort?
Well, we used to make them. We used to make soups and potions,
like out of
in
like
our
melted
puddles,
freezies and
in the puddles in the driveway at
our
dad's house.
Put like a little sprinkle of like dry stones
and stir it around with your.
Oh, and ice cream.
And ice cream. Oh my gosh, we used to sprinkle a little bit of this and.
We didn't actually sprinkle anything in it. We just like pretended.
Yeah.
So with ice cream.
And then we would mix it up and drink it.
And mud. Ice cream and mud. Do you get scared easily? Oh.
Also, when we used to get baby sap, there were these pine trees that had sap, and we would take the sap out and put it in the bird bath. You remember that?
Oh yeah. And our babysitter got mad because
she hated it.
Because she always.
But we were having fun. We thought we were witches. So.
Yeah, it was fun. Fun times. Do you get scared easily? Yes, but only because I'm like a paranoid, anxious person.
I'm not necessarily an easy scare.
I mean, like, I don't really know how to explain what I'm thinking. Like, yes, I get scared kind of easily, but I don't like run from my fear. Like, when I hear something or see something that scares me, I kind of go investigate it.
Investigate, explore
like,
it.
You know, I want to see like what's causing it, because I don't want to be afraid of something forever. So, I mean, like, yes, but at the same time, like, the thought of going and doing something scary doesn't scare me. Have you ever played Bloody Mary? As a child.
Yeah, but I think we
probably did it wrong.
We did it wrong. We always had the light on.
Because we were scared little kids.
And we didn't do the whole
In our basement, in our first house after my mom moved out. In that house, they had like this really tiny little basement. No, I never closed the door.
It was so tiny.
It was so tiny, and there was a mirror.
Mothballs. The entire bathroom, the entire basement smelled like mothballs.
It was a horrifying bathroom.
Yeah, the light would flicker.
It was terrifying.
She loved it. She would rather go to that bathroom than.
I know. She's weird. Do you believe in demons and the devil? I think I do.
I believe that they have some sort of a hold.
I believe
they can have a hold on some people, but I don't.
Okay, life force is like energy, right? Like it's so when you die, they say that the reason why your ghost may stick around is your energy remains.
Yeah.
So if there can be good energy, then of course there has to be bad energy, right? Like why would just good energy, especially in like tragic places where there was like war or tragedy, I think that bad energy can be stuck there because it was a bad situation and it was out of aggression or whatever, right? So I think that yes, I do believe that bad energy can create a bad entity, which basically I guess would be like a demon, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of what
rolls into that.
If you're
again not enough known about it.
Yeah. Number 16. You're home alone, but you hear footsteps in your house. What do you do? I probably like
turn on all the lights.
Yell like hello. Yeah. Actually, to be fair, I have 2 dogs at home, and if there was footsteps and there was actually someone in my house, they'd let me know. But if I heard footsteps, I would maybe consider hiding. I don't know. I used to hear footsteps all the time when I was a kid. In our first house as well. I couldn't stay at my mom's house overnight because she would work night shifts, and like I was like 13 and my sister was like 15, or something around there. You were scared of that house. I was so afraid of the house. Like as soon as like I would lay down in bed and instantly pull the blanket up and try to pull it tight so that, like if somebody came in, it's like they wouldn't see the outline of my body in my bed.
I used to do that too.
But yeah, no, like I almost every single night I would like call my dad as soon as he was done work, which is at 11 p.m. and I'd be like, come get me.
Yeah, I remember that.
And so you'd always wake up in an empty house. Sorry, that was scary for you. Anyway, yeah, no, I've always heard things in every house I've ever been in. Even the one I'm in now, the one when I was a kid, like every house we've ever lived in, I've heard something. Whether we
carry them or they're left there, there's always something there.
Number 17, if you got trapped in a scary movie, which would you choose? Which one do I have the best chance of surviving?
I know, it's something I'm like,
I don't know. I wouldn't really want to be in a horror movie.
No.
Like, I wouldn't want to be in a scary movie at all. Maybe like, I was going to say Final Destination, but I don't want to be stuck in something like, no. I don't want to be stuck in anything where I'm going to get eaten, like, painfully. Scream. Oh,
I'll take it. Scream.
Yeah, I'd that. Oh, okay. If you're taking a Scream, I was gonna say Wrong Turn.
2 and 3.
I'd be stuck in Scream too. No.
I'd meet you there.
And there's 4. We saw 4 in theaters.
That's true. Oh yeah, that's the new one.
Is Signs considered a horror movie? No one really died in that movie.
No, but it's not a horror movie.
Well, it's scary. Scary movie, and is Signs kind of scary? No. I would be stuck in The Sixth Sense because I would love to.
Oh my god, that's such a good movie, yeah.
It's not really that scary, but I would think it would be like, if I was going to be stuck in a movie, I'd want to be stuck in a movie where I get to talk to a kid that can talk to dead people. Or that can see dead people. Would you ever go to a graveyard at night? Yes.
I've done it, yes.
Have you?
Yeah.
I've
done it and played hide and seek.
20. In a zombie apocalypse, what is your weapon of choice? A gun.
A gun.
One of the guns that shoots like a missile launcher. That's what I want. Blow them all up at once and keep them the fuck away from me. Would you rather go to a Halloween party or go trick-or-treating? I would rather go to a party.
Yeah. As long as they have candy, yes.
Yeah, as long as they have candy.
Tie those two together.
Yeah. You're in a horror movie. Are you the final girl, the first to die, the comic relief, the skeptic, or the smart one, or the killer? I'd like to think I'm like the final girl.
I'll be the comic relief.
Okay.
You're gonna die, but you'll be happy about it because you won't know any different. You'll be laughing.
Do you have to watch something happy after watching a horror movie
so
you can sleep? Yes.
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 I always make Greg put on a cartoon or something.
We're looking very purple right now. Is that just me?
Yeah. There we go. Now we're not purple.
While watching scary movies, are you the person who yells at the characters, the person who covers their eyes, or the person who falls asleep? I cover my eyes. I went and saw Annabelle. I went and saw Annabelle at the movie theater. I think that's like the first major like horror movie I've seen. And literally, I was like, I just can't hear it. I can't see it. I don't really know. And I obviously couldn't do. So I was like closing my eyes really, really tight and just like conveniently covering my ears. Like nobody can tell that I'm doing this.
The only scary movie I've seen was The Woman in Black.
I've seen that. And that's not that.
We
scary.
went and saw that in the theater.
All right, I'm only gonna
Your
ask.
mom fell asleep.
I'm only gonna ask one more question, but there's a bunch. Okay, how old were you when you saw your first horror movie? 5. I saw Return of the Living Dead when I was 5. So you would have been like 7.
Yeah.
Are you the one who gets scared or the one who does the scaring? 50-50.
Yeah, 50-50.
I like to jump out at people. Well, there was one more. If you could keep a spooky Halloween pet, black cat, owl, bat, rat, or wolf, which would you pick?
Black cat.
Black cat. I would like, you know what, an owl would be cool too. So
I think
a
that'd be
wolf.
pretty cool.
A wolf, no, dangerous. Don't ever have a pet wolf. It's dangerous. Bad.
I don't want a rat or a bat.
I've basically had a rat. Well, I had a gerbil, and I've had like
a hamster.
Yeah, and then
a
like
pig.
I would have an owl or a black cat because I have a black cat now, and the only thing I haven't had is an owl, so I'd do an owl. So that rounds up our Halloween tag. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And we will see you guys another time. Stay scary. Ooh. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't.
Keep that, please.